Hey you guys, it's been a little while, so I figured we should do a chit chat. Get ready with me. I'll give you some updates on life, and that's pretty much it. So let's get ready together. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do today, but I'm sure that will come about while we're chatting. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my foundation. I'm using the LC Cosmetics, and I'm going to apply it with the Smith 115 brush, which looks like a blush brush basically, and this is the first thing I want to talk about because when Dominique was up here, Dominique was visiting me for like a week and a bit, and when she was up here, we met with the ladies who made Smith brushes, and it was one of the coolest meetings ever. Like, I'd put it up there with like Lush. It was really interesting because I really like when I get to know more about a brand and like why they made the products they did. Not just like, oh well, you know, blue eyeliner's cool, so we made blue eyeliner, but like, this is why the handle's the way it is, this is why this brush is designed like this is why the shape of it, this is why it has that many bristles in it, this is why it has less bristles in it, like everything, right? And so it was just super interesting. Like, they literally they have 18 brushes, I believe, in their line right now, and they literally just like sat down with us and like picked up a brush, and they'd be like, so, you know, like, we made this brush because, and they just like went through every single brush and just explained the reason why it was the shape that it was and like all these different things. It was super interesting. And they said that they made this one for foundation basically to apply it like you would with like the paintbrush looking foundation brushes kind of thing, like where you just apply it straight down and then buff it by turning it on its side and buffing it out. And I'm just like, holy shit, this is the bomb. Like, I really like using this brush like this, and I didn't think I would never think to use this brush this way, you know what I mean? And it works really well. They're like one of my favorite brush companies now. I was really enjoying their brushes before, but it's just like when you get kind of an idea of the brand more so from the brand themselves, it's like, I have such respect for them. They're such awesome people, and they're hilarious. That's an upside as well. So that was a really cool highlight of like the past couple weeks for me. Oh yeah, and we talked about shipping because I know that you guys said that their shipping prices were not the best because, oh, by the way, full disclosure, these were given to me by them, the brushes, but I would buy them in a heartbeat because they are awesome quality and they're just great and they're unique brushes. But anyways, a lot of you were saying that the shipping was expensive, and they said that they're working on that, so there you have it. Oh yeah, I dyed my hair. A lot of people are asking how I got the blue out so fast. Oh, I'm going to be applying the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer as well. But a lot of people asked how I got the blue out so fast because basically I had dyed it, or had it dyed, kind of like a teal color, like greeny teal, which you guys saw in my last couple of videos, and I love that color. Like, it was so much fun, and it was just like really kind of cool looking. But I obviously don't have that anymore. And so a lot of you were asking how I got rid of it so quickly because blue and teal are like some of the hardest colors to get out of your hair. And this is interesting because I actually used porridge soap from Lush, which is one of my favorite soaps from them. It smells awesome and it's really like exfoliating. It has like seeds or something like that in it. And so basically I would just use that like a solid shampoo bar if you've ever used one. It's kind of weird at first, but it stripped the color so well. Like, I was blown away. So if you have a color in your hair, like a crazy color, I'm not sure how it would work from like black to blonde, but let's say you had like blue or purple or pink or whatever, try using that because it worked awesome. Like, it stripped my hair better than anything else. And I tried like dish soap, I tried baking soda, like all this different stuff, clarifying shampoos, and nothing worked as well as the Lush one did, and it also didn't dry out my hair that much. So yeah, it worked really well. So anyways, if you're wondering why I changed my hair, devastating, I did because I'm going to be traveling all through January, and I'm just going to apply my eyeshadow base. I'm going to be using MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. But yeah, I'm really excited and a little bit nervous because I'm going to be traveling to London for the first time, London, UK, and I've never been overseas, so I'm a little bit nervous for like my flight, and also because obviously there's some, you know, horrible things happening over there right now, but hopefully it will be a blast, and I'm sure that it will. So yeah, I'm really excited to do that. And then after I go to London, I come back for, I'm in London for like just over a week, and then I come back for like 2 or 3 days, and then I leave to New York. And then I'm there for a little bit, and then I come back, and then I might go down to LA and try to get IMATs, like go to IMATs, but I might not be able to make it. We'll have to see. So anyways, that is going to be my January. It's very crazy. I'm just going to apply a base shadow, just a shadow that matches my skin tone. I'm going to be using the Anastasia contour kit for this. What else is going on? Well, okay, so Luke and I broke up, for those of you that don't know. I've mentioned it a couple times on Periscope, very sparingly. I'm not going to get into it, but we broke up like just 2-ish months ago kind of thing. So that's been a little bit of a transition because obviously we were living together and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been a bit of a ride with that stuff, but there you have it. I'm not going to be talking about it more than that. I'm not going to be, you know, discussing the intimate details because it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna quickly do my brows off camera because if I do them on camera, we'll be here for like years to come. I'm just gonna be doing my eyes now. I'm gonna be using the color Smarty Pants right there from the Tartelette 2 palette, which I just have been using so much. I just am really enjoying this palette right now. I don't know why. I guess because it's awesome. But anyways, I'm just applying that first color as my transition color in the crease, and then I'm also bringing it kind of on that inner lid and outer lid, but leaving the center a little bit open. What else has been going on? Well, I mean, I've been going to the gym a lot. I've been doing really good with going to the gym, actually, which is shocking. I'm going to be picking up the color Rebel right there. I just stabbed myself in the face with that brush. And I'm going to be using my Smith 230 brush for this, and I'm just like packing it on that kind of one side, and then I'm going to bring it on the inner corner into the crease and then my outer corner as well. But yeah, anyway, so I've been going to the gym a lot. I haven't been eating the best, obviously, but I've been kind of trying to cut down on my Coke consumption, not drugs, but kind of like drugs, because that's how I feel about it. I just want to freaking drink pop at every meal, but I don't know. I've been trying to cut it down. And what else have I been trying to cut down on? Like candy and shit like that, because I'm really about candy. So yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. I don't know how your gym struggle's going, but mine is struggly. Oh wow! Okay, so I started watching Suits, right? There might be some spoilers here, so you're watching Suits and you don't want spoilers. Just don't listen to this next part, but I'm only gonna be talking about the first like 2 seasons. So basically, I was looking for a new motherfucking, just blending this out, motherfucking show to watch on Netflix, and everyone was like, watch Suits, it's the best. And I was like, okay. So I started watching Suits, right? And like, I don't take shit lightly, you know what I mean? Like, when I start watching shit, I'm finna watch it. Like, I'm gonna watch the whole thing over the course of like the next few weeks, sort of thing. So I start watching Suits. I'm getting into it. I'm like, all right, Harvey Specter, that I can get down with, feeling pretty good about that. And then there's like these 2 characters, Mike and Rachel, right? And they're like, oh, together, not together, together, not together, but they haven't slept together yet, right? And I'm waiting for this moment because I'm like, it's finna happen. They're going to. I'm just waiting for this moment. So like there's, you know, storyline progresses, suddenly Mike's dating someone else, and then Rachel's like, but wait, like, you know, I really like you, and then he's like, oh my gosh, and then he breaks up with this other girl, and then he's like, all right, Rachel, let's do this, girl, and she's like, okay, and then like, literally, like, their relationship was progressing, and I was like, cool. And then so I was like, next episode. And in the next episode, Mike shows up to Rachel's house, and I was like, this is the moment. This is gonna be fucking, this is the spot. Like, this is when it's happening. I'm gonna apply Leader, this color right here, same kind of areas. So he comes to her house, right? And I'm like, they're gonna get it on, perfect. And then he looks at her bed, and I'm like, all right. And he's like, she says to him, she's like, don't even think about it. And he's like, it's all I've been thinking about for the past 3 days. And I was like, what? I was like, did I miss something? Did they already get it on? And so I'm like rewinding the last episode, and I'm like, I'm so confused. Like, I don't see any, like, I don't know what's going on here. They didn't sleep together, but like, so why, he's never even been to her house. Like, why, I'm so confused, right? And I keep like going to the next episode and then going to the episode before and doing that over and over again. Netflix literally took out the episodes where they get it on. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, literally only watching for this moment to happen. So long story short, I stopped watching Suits. I'm just taking this on a slightly smaller brush. I'm using the Samir Kuzami number 21, and I'm just putting it in that exact same kind of like positioning. But anyway, what the fuck? I was so pissed. I was like waiting for this moment, and then freaking it was all for naught. I'm so choked. I will never get over that. Game of Thrones didn't do me like that. But my other freaking complaint about Suits is that I feel like the acting isn't the best, and it's really like every single episode is really kind of like the same. Like, nobody was agreeing with me, which is like annoying. I mean, I know that like, okay, maybe it gets better later on, but I'm saying like in the first 2 seasons, it's like every single episode is like, oh, okay. Oh no, there's a new trial. It's about lawyers, right? There's a new trial, and like, holy shit, there's no way we're gonna win. And then it's like, oh wait, but it's Harvey Specter, of course we're gonna win. And then they win, and everyone's like, yeah, we're the best. Badass shots of them in suits walking out, and they're like, fuck yeah. And that's pretty much every single episode, and I'm like, okay, so when are Mike and Rachel gonna get it on, though? Suffice it to say, I'm a little bit disappointed. So, if you have a suggestion of something I can watch on Netflix, where that's actually going to be on Netflix, including the sex scenes, you just let me know, my friend. I'm gonna be taking this color from Anastasia. It's called Macaroon, and I'm going to put that right in the center of the lid, but I'm kind of debating, should I freaking put a base down? Tough call. Let me see what it looks like over a base quickly. I'm just going to try and put it right into the lid. I'm going to be using my Zoeva 234 brush, and I'm just going to like really pack that color on just to the center of the lid. So anyways, what else did we do? Well, Dominique and her husband were up here, which was awesome. It was really nice to get to see them and kind of like spend some time together. We went up to Whistler, which is like our ski resort in Vancouver, and I tried to snowboard. I haven't snowboarded in like a little while, like quite a few years, and I was like pretty horrible. I fell at one point really hard on my like knees. And then I was like, fuck this, I'm out of here. But it was fun, and I enjoyed myself. And then, so at one point, I was trying to get Dominique to go into the hot tub with me the whole week because, like, I love going in the hot tub. So I was just like, all right, let's go into the hot tub and have a blast. And at one point, we get to the hot tub and it's snowing outside. And she's like, oh, it's snowing outside. And she goes to like turn it back inside basically. And I was like, no, this is like the best time to go in the hot tub. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's when you want to be in the hot tub, is when it's snowing, dude. And she's like, no, like, I'll get sick. And I'm like, Dom, I am Canadian, okay? I've been doing this my whole life. I've never gotten sick. You're gonna be fine. And so, so we get into the hot tub and it's snowing. Like, it's not like, oh, light sprinkle snow. Like, I'm wearing a fun bun and like there's literally like snow piling up on top of my fun bun. It was so bad. And Dominique was like, this is the weirdest thing ever. Like, my body's hot, my face is cold, I'm just so confused. And like, it was hilarious. And she was like, I'm gonna get sick. And I'm like, no, you're not. It's gonna be fine. I was like, this is what Canada is like. And then, she goes home, like, a couple days later or whatever, and she texts me a picture of, like, her in the hospital with, like, a wristband on, and I was like, oh, God, this is because we went in the hot tub in the snow. I was like, I like, ruined Dom. Like, she's never gonna come back to Canada. She's gonna be so pissed, because, like, the one thing I said, I was like, you're fine, and she's like, no, I'm not. I was like, yeah, it's fine, but then she's in the fucking hospital. But that had nothing to do with that. She had, like, earwax buildup. Sorry if you didn't want me to share that, Dominique. But I had to. Sorry, I just darkened up my inner and outer corners. I thought I was filming, but alas, I was not. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this pigment from Illamasqua. It's called Static, I think. Hold on. Yeah, Static, and it looks like that. It's kind of crazy. So anyways, I'm just going to grab that on the same brush that I used to apply the macaroon color, and I'm just going to like press it over that middle. Oh yeah, okay, I can get down with this. And then I'm just going to grab that color Rebel, the middle color that we used, and I'm going to just bring it under the lower lash line. Oh wow, Christmas party of the century! How did I forget to tell you guys? Okay, so I talked about it on Periscope, but I had the Christmas party of the century. It was a blast. Basically, we did like minute to win it games. If you've ever heard of that, if you haven't, you should look it up because it's super funny. And I had about, I'm just grabbing the darker color that we used, it's called Leader, and I'm bringing that under the lower lash line as well. But yeah, so we did minute to win it games, and basically like, I invited my 2 brothers, and then my mom and my dad, and then a bunch of friends of mine, and it was super, super funny. Everyone got into it like right away. We were on like 2 teams, and we basically were like versing each other the whole night through these like little minute-to-win-it games. And then at the end, the top 3 had to compete in like a gingerbread house making contest, and we had 10 minutes to make a gingerbread house. I say we because I was in the top 3, motherfucker. Yeah, I won one of my own prizes. I ended up coming in 3rd place. I had tied with Dominique for 2nd place, which she was so pissed about. Not that she'd admit it. But yeah, we tied for 2nd place, and then we were like, okay, sudden death round, what should we do? And everyone was like, twerk competition. So yeah, we actually did that. We're like too old for that, but anybody's too old for that. But yeah, basically what we did is like we put a cup on our ass, and then we had to like twerk and flip it upside down and have it land on our ass. Dominique won, shockingly enough. She pulled out all the stops, you know. I was pretty impressed. So yeah, she won 2nd prize, fair enough, and I won 3rd prize, and yeah, the person who won 1st prize. So basically, I don't know if you guys remember this, but when I was in LA like a month ago, I tweeted asking who wanted to go to Disneyland with me because I was not having to work that day, so I was like, all right, let's Disneyland this bitch up. And I tweeted asking who wanted to like meet me in Disneyland. A couple strangers showed up, and we hung out in Disneyland. And so there was these 2 girls that were like really good friends with each other, and they were 2 of the girls that showed up to Disneyland. They actually came to my house for this Christmas party because it's the Christmas party of the century. Why would you not? And one of those girls was the one that won. Her name is Brooke, and she freaking killed it, dude. Like, she just was like, yeah, whatever, no big deal. Like fucking ninja assassin on every single game. So proud. It was pretty sick. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this NARS shadow. This is the Dual Intensity in Callisto. Wow, what a pretty color. It's like a kind of like metallic lilac sort of color, and I'm just going to bring that into my inner corner. I'm gonna put lashes on. So that is everything, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this look and learned something cool today about my life, I guess. Anyways, you guys, let me know what you'd like to see next in the comments below, and I will get back to you. I'm going to try and film as much as I possibly can so that when I'm traveling, I can still have videos up for you guys. Sorry for the break between videos over the last week and a half. All right, guys, peace out.